What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And we've got March's monthly review coming up for you.
So, let's go.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and starting off with my list. We're just going to get straight into this because there's honestly not a great deal to talk about. I know we say that a lot, but genuinely March has been a quiet one for me because of grinding out one game. So yeah, before the stats, thank you to my patrons and channel members. I really appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you so much. Stats then, so 732 trophy level, 20,161 trophies, 524 platinums, 3,445 gold, with 4,592 silver, 11,600 bronze, 591 games played, 501 completed to 100%. My completion and my unearned are now, well, completion higher than it's ever been, unearned lower than it's ever been. Well, not technically that it's ever been, because once upon a time I didn't have any games on the profile, but since it went over 900, 1,000, I haven't seen this number in a little while, so quite pleased with where I've got it to. A lot of that grinding's come from what I've done in April. We'll talk about that on the next one. But 5.29 trophies per day, we've got some views and we've got some country ranks in there which are still plummeting. So if we bring this down then, we literally have 3 games to go through, 2 of which we're just going in and cleaning up some DLC. So the Wallace and Gromit DLC came out for Power Wash. As always, you know, myself and all you guys are always thankful for, you know, more Power Wash sim. There's something really satisfying about it, and yeah, when's the next one? That's what I want to know. When's the next one? So yeah, we cleaned that up back to 100%. Same with Astrobot. As you guys know, they were releasing those single trophies, one every week for a few weeks, weren't they? Which I'm always thankful for more content for games like this. I just wish it was all released together rather than it being staggered and you don't have your 100% back for ages. But yeah, it was quite fun. The levels were alright. I think I just would rather now, rather than a one-off level, if they added like another part of the galaxy, yeah, where there's a handful of levels and more collectibles to get and things like that. I think that would be really good. And then the big game for me, this is why I didn't really do a lot in March, because I was playing Black Myth Wukong, which, may I just say, is absolutely fantastic. It did, you know, although the guide says 50 hours, it actually took me 80 hours. I don't know how you would do it in 50 unless you were like not only incredibly good at these types of games, but super efficient, because I still feel like I did it at a decent pace. I didn't really get stuck on any bosses for all that long.
Skill issue.
Probably that one. Probably that one. No, like I say, in all fairness, there was maybe 2 or 3 bosses that took me a couple of tries, but it was just getting all of the gear and things like that. Having to revisit areas multiple times. Things like the seeds, for example, I was very unlucky with. So for anyone who hasn't played this game, there's only like 12 or 15, I can't remember now, maybe 12 plants in the game that you can pick up. Now when you pick up the resource, you'll always get the flower, let's say, but you don't always get the seed. That's just purely random, and there was a couple of them that it just wasn't giving it to me. And then the problem that you have is they respawn every 30 minutes, so it was just, if I'd have thought about those whilst I was playing the game, I could have maybe kept going back, revisiting the area after half an hour and hoped it did it, but I did it at the end of the game and had nothing to do but sit and pretty much wait. Playing the game again in New Game Plus to get resources for certain weapons from like the staff and then the armour and stuff. So yeah, the end game stuff was a little grindy, but overall I thought it was a fantastic game. Really enjoyed it, and you know, massive shout out to my mate Gary for, you know, let me use his profile to play it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have at this point. Same goes for Astrobot and Outlaws and, you know, the other things he's let me play, so yeah, I really appreciate him. But yeah, that's pretty much my month. April's is looking a little bit better, as you can see, without any spoilers. But yeah.
Without any spoilers while it's on the screen.
While it's on the screen. No, I'm not going to talk about any of them, but you can see little bits of it there.
Talking about it though.
I haven't said anything about any of the games.
But there's loads in April, so you are. And you're highlighting it exactly. So
it.
stop highlighting it if there's no spoilers.
This is what I've done here, because it's nearly the end of the month, I'm excited. But yeah, that was my list, guys. Quite short this month, with it just being the 3. So we'll move over to Becky's.
Well, here we are. And again, there is literally barely anything to talk about.
I remember you saying that last time, though, and yeah, you were quite surprised, but
no, I've looked.
You've had a little look this time.
There is nothing here. So, trophy level 321, 2,194 trophies altogether, 50 platinum.
50 now, I'd love to see it.
328 gold, 482 silver, and 1,334 bronze. 81 games played, because I like to pick up new games. 48 completed, 74.82% completion. I can't remember what I'd said I wanted to be. Can you remember?
We'd maybe have to check the goals page. I think you did add some bits in, didn't you? Maybe you said 80%. I think maybe we should go. That's doable. With the profile this small, honestly, if you focused on a couple of the games that have got some really low percent.
809 unearned trophies. Measly little 2.41 trophies per day.
Still decent, you know.
Still over a little 1,000 views and some green.
Yeah, I like it. No, this is still pretty good for someone like you who doesn't play all the time, and you're not playing like sweaty games either to boost the number.
No.
A couple of trophies a day on average is pretty good, I'd say.
So we start at this bed we made.
Yeah.
Now it was James that showed me this, wasn't it?
When we were down.
In Ipswich. And it just seemed like my kind of thing, and I was right, it's really good, to be fair. I know I should have finished it by now. It was just me being like, another playthrough. But it's good, but now, do you know what it is? It's because I'm going to have to follow a guide, and I hate guides.
Yeah.
Just because there's a couple, there's just a couple of there's ones that I can guess how I get them. But there's a couple where you need to unlock a safe in one of the other rooms.
Yeah. And
I didn't even know that you could even unlock it. So I don't know how to do it. I'm going to have to follow a guide for it, kind of thing. And there's 4 different endings. Or there's some parts of it, you can get someone sacked. Or you can get 2 people sacked. And then the murderer can get arrested. Or no one can get arrested. Or 2 people can be suspects, or 1 person can be a suspect, or whatever. And there's 4 different things for a couple of different ones. It's how many times am I going to have to play through it?
It sounds really interesting.
It is cool though. I really enjoyed my first run through it.
A few little bits I've seen where you guys know we sit quite close together, so I'll often just have a little look without looking too much because I wouldn't want to ruin it.
Yeah,
as I'm
but
probably
I do think though that
looks pretty good.
They've done too many endings for that, because you're having to go back in too many times. Fair enough doing 2, but absolutely fine. Either all of the people get arrested, or only the actual killer gets arrested, or whatever it is. I don't know who the actual killer is, because I didn't get that one. I didn't get it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I got save everyone. I stopped everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm none the wiser to who actually committed the murder.
Yeah.
But it was a good game. I did enjoy it, to be fair.
Nice.
House Flipper can go and flip itself over.
Can flip off.
Yeah, it can absolutely flip off. So I've absolutely loved it. If you know me, I like things like decorating games, and I've absolutely loved it. And I've obviously platinumed the game itself, and I was just doing the DLCs, which we eventually bought once they were on a decent offer. There is one DLC that we do not own yet.
Yeah.
Because that one's new. No, did we own it? No, did you buy me it? And that's why I started doing it again, because I refused. I refused to continue until I had the last one.
Yeah, we picked it up.
So then I've been chipping away at it, doing bits, getting trophies. As you can see, this is why it's here now. And then we had Gibbs and Paul round. We'd been downstairs for a few drinks, came back upstairs. I logged on, bit of a bleary eye, so I didn't read what the thing said. Still couldn't tell you what it said, but my whole account's gone. All my save files gone.
Yeah, and obviously you don't have PS Plus because you do things through me, and therefore nothing's being uploaded, and it's purely gone. So
I've literally lost all of the progress. So all the progress I'd made on all of the DLCs. Obviously the trophies don't matter, that they're still there, I still have them. But in order to now get 2 of the DLCs to 100%, 2 or 3 of them to 100%. I'm going to have to replay all of the missions again, because that's one of the trophies is doing them all. And then there's loads of miscellaneous in between. So I think I might even do some of it today, to be fair, and just I'll have to guide it now, which is what I was trying not to do, because like I said, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at the timer, and you've played for nearly 100 hours, so you've definitely had your fun out of it. I haven't played it yet, so we're definitely going to get the money's worth, you know, when I play it as well. Maybe I think you just call it quits in terms of how you were playing it. Just focus, get the 100%.
So annoying though.
And then, I know, because you're having a lot of fun with it, and that's what's great about Becky,
and I've made a really good house.
You like playing these for fun as well, don't
you? I like to get invested.
The trophies are definitely an afterthought with these kind of games with you, and I like that. But you'll get it. You'll get the 100%. And then you can just delete it forever.
But that's it. That's me. I'm done.
Just those 2 games. Yeah, so
quite
a small month from the both of us, really.
Real life.
Oh yeah, crazy. Which you shall find out. But yeah, that was Becky's list, guys. Let's jump over to the monthly Platinum Collection.
And here we are at the best part of our monthly broadcast. You guys!
Monthly broadcast.
I did warn you I was going to do something silly.
Now I'm excited. Can't wait to see what everyone's done. Probably all smashed it, unlike us.
March,
yeah.
Right, we're here. It's you guys. Let's go. Let's do this.
Are you well?
No. You going or am I going?
Ladies first.
Go on then.
Not that again. No, it's your turn today.
Probably makes sense with the name.
Yeah, because you are an absolute loony.
Hello, loony. Quite a productive month. So we've got, let's have a look.
So we'll look, see. Oh, that's gone bigger. Oh, that's what she said.
That's not what I said. Did you, Tiny? Anyway, so we started off.
Oh,
good month.
Composure, Rebecca.
So, Looney started off nicely with Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Then Terra.
Yeah.
Astrobot, Elden Ring, Split Fiction, and a work in progress of UFC 2009 Undisputed. Very nice.
A blast from the past, cleaning up that one. Yeah, very nice.
Nice games there, like.
Yeah, it's a really good month. Can't speak for Terror, but obviously Split Fiction, fantastic. Yeah. Elden Ring, unbelievable. Astrobot, phenomenal. Sekiro, I haven't played, but I know far well it's going to be superb.
Jeez.
Yeah, braces. Blame the braces. Yeah, very good that, Louie.
Very nice.
Yeah, really good. Love to see it. Okay, so we have the Bison. So a little update. Also managed to get the Tales of Kenzera's outline this month too. So yeah, I'm just kind of going back. Might get to add one more depending on how much time I'll have over the upcoming days. And obviously we have had that update. Fantastic. So starting things off with the Life is Strange 2.
Nice.
Little theme going. Life is Strange True Colours as well. Very good. Made some progress with Idle Devils. And then you've got Platinum on Kena Bridge of Spirits. Phenomenal game. Really love that. 100% on 4 stars. And you've got the Platinum for Animal Well as well.
And then has got that one.
Has got the Platinum for Tales of Kenzera's
nice.
as well, which is really good month. I love that. Well done.
Onyx is a forest dweller.
Wow.
Very good month.
I've missed Onyx. I've missed Onyx and his stories about the forest. I really have. No, this is great. Gotham 3. Yeah, awesome. Right, so we've got Robbie up next. So finally got Suicide Squad and FC25 done. Suicide Squad wasn't as bad as the reviews suggest. Bit of a slog towards the end though. FC25's club's trophies were a pain. Glad to see the back of that until I inevitably buy the new one. Bluey was with my little daughter. Let's move on.
Don't worry. People in the server do it when they don't have kids.
Yeah, this is true. At least you've got an excuse, Robbie. No, I like it.
Nice.
That's a really good little month, that. Very good.
And then we have Abs, who we were watching a video of somebody doing a ladder challenge. because you were interested with us doing our ladder challenge, so we've
Yeah.
been having a look, and somebody had platinumed one of the hard
finished
games.
Wolf 2, didn't he?
Yes.
Finished Wolfenstein 2.
And they
then
clearly done it on stream.
shown the
And
chat.
it was showing everyone that had said congratulations. And I was like, that's our Abs!
Yeah.
Abs is there!
Yeah, a comment popped up, didn't
Yeah,
it?
so but congratulating them on the platinum.
Yeah, it was very
That
good.
was class.
Yeah, I've been looking at a couple of videos just to see what other people have been doing for their gauntlet or ladder challenge, if you will. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I already have my game set up, but I was just curious to see what
No,
other
it was
people...
the if you will didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so Abs. Still Wakes the Deep was a real hidden gem, a big recommend for horror fans. Dragon Age the Veilguard, a big letdown for me as an ME&DA fan.
Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
It felt very disappointing. Power Wash Wallace and Gromit DLC. Tomb Raider went back to finish the online and collectibles after 9 years. Dying Light, another clean-up for me. Great game thanks to Aiden and Vigilant Crawford co-op. Pinball Heroes, easy but fun pinball. Happy hunting all. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, BioWare make Mass Effect and Dragon Age, so
Right.
that's why I'm mentioning both of those two. But yeah, I'm going to play it, and it seems most people have said it's a bit of a letdown, so I'm curious when I give it a go myself. But yeah, very good month at Abs. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really good indeed. Just expand that.
Expend it.
Expand it. Expand that a little bit for you guys. Yeah, very, very good. Awesome.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Oh my
So we've
gosh.
got the
Wes.
legend Wes up next. So Elden Ring, 84 hours, only 6 out of 10 enjoyment. Interesting. I honestly don't know what to think of this game. On the one hand, it's decently fun. On the other, it's absolute garbage. It has more unfun and reskinned bosses than fun and original. Main story bosses are fine, apart from Malekith and it's jumping around like a mad lad. But most optional bosses, apart from the optional shard bearers, are absolute crap. As for the open world, I did more running around like a headless chicken for 4 days, then I've lost then actually play the game. And when I found my first trophy boss, it was over in a few seconds. The worst part of this game by far is the Halic tree. The entire area is garbage from start to end, apart from Loretta. Millennia is just a garbage boss due to waterfowl, which I still don't understand how to properly dodge. I just hoped I hadn't got lucky. All in all, I don't think this deserves Game of the Year one bit, but whatever. I won't bother doing the DLC. At least I can say I play all Soulsborne games.
I want to know.
Want to know what that is?
Yeah.
You sure? Spoiler alert. Oh, Until Night Rain releases. No spoiler. This is also the only FromSoft game I saved scum for the endings. I couldn't be asked to do 2 more playthroughs. This game is still a billion times better than Demon's Souls. I agree with some of the points. I think maybe it's a little bit harsh, but yeah, great game. Code Vein, 46 hours, enjoyment 10 out of 10. Well, let me start off by saying this is my 4th time getting 100%, and I still enjoy the game to death. So once again, I completed each side quest, completed each depths map, and completed the DLC areas despite them not having any trophies. No matter how many times I replay this, I'll keep watching each cutscene and memory as well. Compared to Elden Ring, these bosses are like snails. They are not jumping around like mad lads with 28 combos.
That's my favourite thing, like
cheeky,
mad lads.
Cheeky little mad lad. They are actually fair. The one thing I dislike about the plat is farming 400 marks of honour, but I won't speak of it since it's my 4th time grinding for them. I have spent 40 plus hours grinding one enemy for these marks, combining my playthroughs. Wow. Anyway, that's about it. Play the game, you won't regret it. Awesome. Very nice as always, Wes. Love that. Love to see it.
Can you turn your volume down today, please?
My volume down.
Yeah.
You got a headache?
Yeah.
Bold from you.
Do you want to live to see tomorrow?
Oh dear.
So we have Marie up next. So we've got 177 platinum. Monster Hunter Wilds. This game is a straight up 10 out of 10. The first day on release I played 18 hours straight and just couldn't stop. The combat is much more fluid than in World, and everything is happening a lot faster until you reach the real game, which is the end game. But even the grind got reduced a lot due to being able to see crowns with the binoculars and sharing them. I still put in 135 hours before I got the plat and was never really bored. Kind of wish it would have taken even longer actually.
Wow.
Monster weapon and armour designs are peak. I can definitely recommend it to old and new Monster Hunter players that maybe got put off by the grind on the previous ones. It's always nice when you get that game that you just don't want to put down, isn't it?
And when you finally finish it and it like leaves that big hole.
Yeah, and you're like, what am I doing with my life?
What do I do now?
Yeah, and they are the best kind of games, though, aren't they?
Oh,
that's what gaming's all about.
Yeah.
And then Platinum 178, Black Myth Wukong.
Uh-huh.
Okay, how do I word it? First of all, it's a pretty good game and I enjoyed it, but unlike Jeff, I have a lot of smaller problems with the game that add up. My problem with the combat is the attacks, unless you charge up a heavy attack, don't have that much of an impact, and the light attacks are too weak and you have to spam square too much. The spells are on a cooldown and doesn't change up the combat enough to make it varied. For me, the combat was really underwhelming, especially when having played Stellar Blade before. Unlike in Black Myth Wukong, the combat in Stellar Blade evolves with more abilities and doesn't feel the same in hour 1 and 50. These are some more smaller things, but I don't want to yap too much. The bosses are cool, some are really forgettable, some are very annoying to fight. Combos too long with too less of downtime to attack, but the presentation, the staging of the fights is amazing. I was also positively surprised with the level design, as I was expecting a boss rush without much in between. The story I couldn't care less about. If you're not into Chinese mythology, it won't give you much. Overall, we'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 in terms of enjoyment and 4 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, since most bosses are pushovers, and in New Game Plus I only died like 2 times.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I'll take that on board as well. I agree with a lot of it, to be fair.
Nice. Sorry, also 100% Astrobot again. Cool new levels, but please give us some more new normal levels too next time. That is literally what you've just said.
Agreed, yeah, that's what we want, definitely. So we've got Big Dave up next. After being scolded last month by Jeff for only presenting some cleanups, I thought probably should present a few platinums. So we've got Hello Neighbour 2, god awful
Hello
game.
Neighbourhood. Hello neighbourhood.
Hello neighbour. God awful game. I wish I never started. I'd intended on doing the PS4 stack but couldn't delete both versions fast enough. We got Cat Quest, mind numbing, no guide required. It was just fine. I thought it would give me some nostalgic vibes, but it didn't hit the spot. Robocop Rogue City wasn't for me. Walk and sim for the most part of the game. Even when you run, it feels slow. It was quick, easy enough, and didn't overstay its welcome. Only had 2 trophies to mop up after my first run through. And then we've got Kena Bridge of Spirits, great game that I started in January. When it was announced to be leaving extra, it was no time like the present to clean up. Mopping up collectibles was a bit of a chore. I have some doubters in the server regarding my master difficulty playthrough, which I totally did legit. No glitching for me. I did it speedrun style within an hour after finishing my first playthrough. I did it so fast I'd make speedrunners cream and milk. Hashtag pro gamer. Yeah, we believe you, Dave. We believe you, of course. Siggy, a fart for Melusina.
I thought I read that wrong.
No, I definitely what it's called, and he just runs around. So it plays like Mario, like that exact kind of setup. Only he just likes exactly like Dave. He just likes dropping farts as he moves around.
You mean like you on headset to the ball? You little scruff.
Oh, I thought I was bad until Dave joined the chat. Honest to God, I don't know what was going on with him. Jesus, I can't compete with that.
Who doesn't like a fart? Keep reading.
I haven't even got there yet. I feel sorry for the passengers that get on his bus. Just this steel container of pure Dave fart. Oh God. Anyway, right, a great indie. It's a game I stumbled upon in one of Jeff's older videos. It had a funny story. Who doesn't like a fart?
Keep reading.
I love farting on the bus. I love looking back in the rearview mirror and seeing nostrils flare up. And twitch as it makes its way to the back bench. Oh, it's sensational. Everyone turning around to find out who did it. Never expected it was me.
It's what you've just said before you even read it.
No jokes, I genuinely didn't read it down before I said what I did. Oh, that's superb.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly. Like Ray, if you're watching, you know, when you've heard me on the headset, I'm nothing compared to Dave. So I'm a small timer. That's crazy.
Well done on getting some platinums though.
Yeah, well done on the platinums. But yeah. Whew. To be fair, all those teenagers that sit at the back of the bus vaping and leaving rubbish deserve a bit of Dave fart in their mouth, I think. Do it more, keep it up.
Well done, Dave. Right, and then we're on to McCann. Once again, another great month by everyone here. Love to see it. A very productive month for me as opposed to my last 2 months. Platinum 61, The Last of Us Part 1. I wanted to try and push myself to play this game as I knew it had a huge following of loyal fans and get a lot of high praise. I was terrified pretty much the entire time. Thought to myself I wish I'd never started many times. I was worried I wouldn't enjoy the game due to how much fear I had overshadowing everything, but I came to really enjoy my time with this game looking back. Great story with some really impactful moments. I laughed, I cried, and I really liked the characters as well. I was a bit scared playing as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. And then Hot Wheels Unleashed, Platinum and 100%. This was an alright game. I had fun with it for a bit, but after a while it became quite repetitive and I didn't have the easiest time with the shortcuts for the time trials. The endgame grind for the remaining gears took me a bit as well, which felt tedious. Overall, it's a fun game to jump in and out of, but I'm happy it's finished. 100% on Power Wash, returned once again for more satisfying fun and the new Wallace and Gromit DLC. Platinum 100% on High on Life. I loved this game. The humour was right up my alley, with the game being very Rick and Morty, and personally didn't have any issues with the gun's dialogue. I've heard a lot of people don't like it,
Yeah.
I know others found it annoying, but I was all for it. The DLC wasn't as good in my opinion, but still had a good time with it regardless, and I absolutely loved that knifey and Aussie.
Yeah.
100% on Astrobot, returned once again for the latest DLC. As always, it was a great time. And then Platinum with my friend Peppa Pig. My fault for forgetting to tell my 6-year-old daughter no Peppa on Mummy's account. We did it without a child. I'm going to say it again. Yeah. You're okay.
No, it's a great month that, McCann. Yeah, very,
Nice.
very good. Love it. So we've got Josh up next. Hello. Another fairly quiet month. Got to pick up the pace if I want that delicious 100. I do have the lads, Jeff, Hacks, Wilco, James and Exotic Shooter, plus anyone else that's played, to thank for those late night Black Ops 6 games. You're very welcome. 100% Hot Wheels Unleashed, nice bit of DLC clean up. Finally the DLC was cheap enough. 95 Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. In the words of Bill Leslie in that Troy Deeney Watford goal, do not scratch your eyes. I'm wise enough to admit defeat, and this was a decent time, even if the Ginger's dialogue did get on my nerves a little by the end. Sebastian Loeb Rally for 96, Cars Go Brum, Loeb speaks to you in French, enough said. We got Bridge Constructor on the go, yes, scold me now. Platinum Jangas for using a guide, didn't want to risk pushing it in case I missed out on my monthly slating for not finishing 36 fragments by Jeff and my proof of performance of English by Becky. Great month as per usual by everyone. If you need me, I'll be crying in the corner now that FH is over, or Full House is over. Yeah, I was thinking FH.
Hang on, you've said it wrong.
Oh yeah, hang on, let's do it again. Great month as per usual. And no, that was terrible by everyone.
Was very bad. No, you just need to do the two words.
I was under pressure. I'll be crying in the corner now that Full House is over. No, very good, Josh.
Let's get on with the ladder challenge now.
Love that, yeah. This straight on very soon, 10 days-ish. Get your games ready.
Stephen.
Yes.
Yes, I'm really terrible with names. Great games all around by everyone, love to see it. I myself had more of a productive month compared to February's lousy 1 platinum. So number 71, High on Life, fun game, people scoff at the gunplay, but honestly you play this for the humour, which I loved, but understand that it isn't for everybody. DLC felt too short and was mostly collectibles, but Knifey's way of expressing himself carried it. 72, Hogwarts Legacy, game felt disappointing towards the end, story was alright, the open world felt dead, 600 plus collectibles ruined it for me, never again. 73, Mass Effect, have never touched the trilogy before. I must say I really have been missing out all these years. What a great game and story so far. Thank you to McCann for the 3rd or 4th time for pushing me to start it and being my Mass Effect and soon to be Dragon Age guru. Lastly, I finally finished the
Icky, yeah.
Ikeyana DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. And it was quite enjoyable. However, doubt that I will ever start Legends. It's likely stays 81% completed. Can't wait for your tie.
Yeah, it's the sequel, yeah.
Happy hunting in April, everybody.
Yeah, very, very nice, Stephen. Love that. Give a little expanded.
You're giving a little expanded,
Giving a little expanded one. It's nice that they're actually in the format, however it's been posted, that it's coming up a bit bigger, because sometimes we expand it.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
it's because
like,
they have so many on one thing, and you're like, hang on, nope, not working.
yeah, like Ant-Man's PSN profiles. I love it. Right, let's have a little look. So up next we've got Aaron. I've not had anything worth posting in a few months now. Not really been trophy hunting since December. However, have been working away on this for the last 2 months now. 263 hours total. Wow! And I guess this is my longest completion. Although 250 of the hours were played. I was played with this year. Wow, that's crazy. Very, very nice though. Lovely ultra rare, 1.62%. 9 years, 2 months overall. Crazy. Very well done, Aaron. Like that.
Now we have Sturzy, 0 platinums this month. Been a tough few weeks, but managed to get 1 trophy away from 100% on Rocket League before everything that's happened. Hopefully can get back to earning some trophies.
I like it. So we've got Tim up next. Here we go, guys. The start of the Teletubbies characters. I wish these would all behave. I wonder what it'll be next. So Tim up next. Watch Dogs Legion, PS4 and 5. Don't know about the story. Skipped it. Well, Tech points suck. Using a cargo drone was fun for 10 minutes. Boring clean-up game. Don't do it.
How
do you know though if you skipped it? If you skipped it all? Oh, he doesn't know. He said, I don't know about the story.
Yeah, but then said boring. But how do you know it's boring?
I love the game. Honestly, I didn't mind it. And
each to their own. Like, nothing against anybody that doesn't enjoy a game. Like, that's absolutely your prerogative. But you can't skip something and then say it's boring. If you're skipping it, you don't deserve to have an opinion.
I actually thought it was...
Without being harsh. Yeah. That sounded really harsh, but you don't.
Honestly, I thought it was really good. I've said many times that I think there isn't enough games set in this country, so it was really good, especially after just being there in the past and then playing Legion and driving around London, seeing all the places you'd been. I thought it was a fun playground to do whatever in. My only criticism of it, and again it's something I've touched on, was they tried something different rather than having a main protagonist, because for however stoic and boring or whatever Aidan Pierce is, I think he was really, really good. And then Marcus Holloway was a bit more... he was cool, wasn't he? Well, you haven't played it, I'm talking like you know what I'm on about. But the second, because the first one's set in Chicago, it's always raining, it's a bit dark, dreary, like a bit like the character. The second one's in San Francisco, it's got sunnier vibes, a bit like GTA 5. The character's cool, like, you know, it's very different. He's great, the side characters are great with Wrench and whoever else. But the third one, they tried something different where you can literally, rather than there being a main character as such, you can recruit any single person that's walking around. So you could go up to any person, it's got a profile, you recruit, I can't remember how it works exactly, but you do like a little side mission for them and then you can get them on the team. Now, my only criticism is, yes, you don't get attached to a main character like you do with the other ones, but the algorithm, or however it was done to pair up a character with their voices is just crazy. So you recruit, imagine Helen Mirren, and then she's got like a Jamaican accent or something, and it was just crazy. Like, some of it didn't quite work in that respect, but overall I thought it was super cool. Doing missions in the Tower of London and scaling the Shard, hacking your way into the Shard and stuff. It's just, I think it was really cool. As an English person, I thought it was pretty fun to explore, not gonna lie. I think you should play them and make your own mind up. Right, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. This one was pure nostalgia, very fun game, and the best COD campaign apart from World at War, in my opinion. Nice. The Last of Us remastered on PS4, of course. Everyone knows about The Last of Us, so I won't go too far on it, but the story is obviously incredible. Doing the multiplayer twice over sucked, but you are as you are. Like it. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. This game forces you to completely unlearn every Soulsborne instinct and embrace the parry system. And Ishin, I don't even want to talk about how many times that guy killed me, but somewhere along the way it all clicked. By the time I was working on the different endings, I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. This platinum felt like leveling up as a gamer. It was brutal, but I loved every second of it. Very good. And then we've got Mortal Shell as well. Nice. I can't edit the image in after posting this, but I've done, and you can check. I like it. Read my platinum review of it. Enough said. Trash game. 100% completion games. Power Wash Sim. Wallace and Gromit cleanup. Enough said. Bioshock Remastered. DLC was amazing and was happy to clear it up fully. And we've got Bioshock 2 Remastered on the PS4, of course. Bioshock 2 is the less talked about one, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. Playing as a big daddy made the combat feel different, and the story had some surprisingly emotional moments. The 100% completion was pretty straightforward, since I was already in the habit of collecting everything from the first game. But the real highlight, Minerva's Den. That DLC is so good, it could have been its own game. Glad I stuck around to see it through.
What's this about?
Justice for Ninja.
What's this about?
We've
missed something.
Yeah, we've maybe missed something. Maybe there's something in Ninja's post that might help. I don't know.
I am probably going to agree. I don't even know what's happening, but Ninja's normally got generally pretty good comments on everything, and he shuts down the stupid comments from Rushy.
I don't know about everything. He doesn't like Final Fantasy. He thinks it's weeby and rubbish. So we don't agree with everything. Ninja
yeah, but he helps with Rushy's terrible judgments.
Yeah, very true. Rushy doesn't like video games. But no, that's a really, really good month, that Tim.
Very
Absolutely smashed it, bud. Yeah, really, really good. Oh, so we also owe Craig an apology. I know this feels like forever ago, but we failed to mention Cambridge last month, and it was purely because
you threw us off.
You threw us off by literally not putting any comments. So I was like, my head had I got to Craig's post and my head had just completely fell off.
I mean, I read it, so I don't know how your head fell off.
No, but just seeing that there was nothing there, because normally we get some jokes and he leaves us on a little cliffhanger with just like not finishing what he's saying. Anyway, so we owe Craig an apology, guys. Obviously, as we mentioned in the last monthly, we went down south where we visited James and Amy in Ipswich.
We went there,
went to London, but before we went there, we did spend a day morning in Cambridge as well, which was,
it was lovely.
It was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it? It's such an amazing city. So yeah, we drove from Hartlepool first down to Cambridge, checked in, and then we met Craig for a drink, didn't we? And then
it was nice to see him and
sort of separated, got changed, met back up, we went out and had some food and drink and things, and obviously it was great to see him. I loved it when he jumped on me and dry hugged the hell out of me before I left. That was the highlight, obviously.
We had breakfast the next day, so he was late to work.
Yeah, and yeah, Cambridge sort of really sold itself to me in the terms of the meetup, which is obviously something else we wanted to touch on because we haven't spoke about it in a little bit. So Tim kind of ignited the conversation about it, whether or not we were going to be having one, and it was around the time, I think, had we just been or were we just going? But either way, it all kind of fit together, and I looked at Cambridge and I was like, this is perfect. So I think that's where we're going to be doing it. There's no think, that is where we're going to be doing it. We still need to sort out dates and things just to make sure there's a date everybody's happy with, because we don't want to.
Yeah.
We want to try and get everybody there if we can.
There's some really cool places. There's
lots to do, isn't there?
There is so much to do, and then Craig really wants everyone to go punting.
Yeah. There's that gaming bar that we kind of went to as well.
I thought you were questioning what punting was.
Oh no, not at all.
Is that the gaming bar? No, it's not.
But we went for a drink and we were sat up on the top, weren't we? So they've got the shuffleboards and there's crazy golf and there's, I don't know, was there pool tables and
and then there was an actual gaming place as well, wasn't there?
But it's a lovely city as well. I didn't see any chavs, which was perfect because we see way too many in Hartlepool. So it was actually quite nice to get away and not have someone asking me if I've got 20 pence for the bus, you know, and looked like he was chewing his eyebrows off.
What do you get on? 20p?
Hey mate, I've got 20 pence for the bus. We didn't get any of that in Cambridge. So I mean, pints were double the cost than they are here, but get me away from the riff-raff up here. It was a lovely city. So yeah, right. Back to the good stuff. May I request that our Overlord Jeffrey read my submission, please?
Request granted.
Request granted, you've got me. Fun fact, when Googling his name, no letter is more important than the R in Gary Oldman. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, because if you take
Has it gone in yet?
Take the R out of Gary.
Yeah.
I don't get the space in for the one. No. Oh. Yeah, because if the space moved to after the G.
Are you okay? you get it, right?
Funny.
Oh, I thought it was. it tickled me anyway in all the right places.
In the dong.
Oh, the spacing for Don Glover.
Well, that's the one I was looking at the second time, you dingus.
I didn't even see that. I was on about Gary Oldman.
Yeah, and I said I got that when you take the R out of it.
Okay.
And then I said to you, oh, the spacing if you moved it.
Honestly, I didn't even see that one, but I do like it.
Sorry, I think I might have ruined your joke.
Hopefully everyone else found it funny. Seagulls aren't half going for it today.
It's nesting season.
Yeah. Pretty productive month for my standards with 4 plats and 4 DLC cleanups.
Oh no.
What have you seen?
Nothing, don't look.
Right.
Just keep reading.
Resident Evil 6. 6th mainline entry in Capcom's survival horror series with no survival and no horror. Capcom dropped the ball with this one. No Albert Wesker, no punching boulders, and no Jill sandwiches. It would actually be a decent game if it was from a different franchise. It just doesn't make a good Resident Evil game. I agree. Big thanks to my baby Ray for the professional difficulty assistance and motivation resulting in a 5-year cleanup. Also GG to Platinum Jangus and Taylor for the help with the DLC trophies way back when. I asked Ninja if he'd like to play this with me, but Ninja didn't want to play as Ninja doesn't like zombies or zombie-like enemies. I like it. Power Wash Sim. Say it with me, kids. Squirting all over the place. Wallace and Gromit DLC was released recently, so I had to pick it up. Both stacks included for the price of one, so twice the fun. Is there anything quite as satisfying as whipping out your hose and gracing a man and his dog with this glorious wet bounty from your unit? See, this is what we wanted last month.
This, by the way, is where the ninja thing comes in. Clearly justice for Ninja, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't ask Ninja to play this with me as I knew Ninja would clean this up at Ninja's own pace.
We have missed something.
Yeah, we have. Last of Us Part 1, whether you love it or hate it, this is objectively a fantastic game. Yeah, it's a remake of a remaster that was remade into a remaster from the remake or the previous remaster, but this release is flawless and a graphical powerhouse. Bonus, Ellie doesn't get in your way to get you stuck in doorways. Also, it was my first time playing the DLC, which was a nice addition to an already objectively brilliant game. It's a shame you play it as a douchebag. Well, Ninja would unlike play this game for 2 reasons. Ninja doesn't like zombies or zombie-like enemies. Ninja says it is a mid-game. Well, Journey to the Savage Planet 100%.
What's going on?
Well, played this co-op with Louise back in 23 and we had a blast. Probably one of the only games she's persevered with and got to the end of the story. It's a fun FPS that doesn't take itself seriously, a big recommend from me. Had to play a single player old game minus run for the final DLC trophy and 100% big thanks to the best sucker I've ever known, Nunu, for the co-op trophy assistance. Wow, Ninja probably wouldn't play this game as Ninja isn't the greatest fan of Guns Go Bird games.
What is happening?
Oh, this is fantastic. This has got to be one of the best entries we've ever had. Need for Speed Heat. Oh, do the voice, Jeff. Not again. Oh, Pappy. I'm just a little race car.
You didn't do it properly.
I couldn't. I was so tired. I laughed. Oh.
You didn't do it properly.
I feel.
I'm disappointed in you.
What do you mean?
You didn't
What
do it
you
properly.
mean? Anyway.
Do it like ASMR, like whisper it.
You do it. Everyone will probably get off on that.
I can't do the voice.
Pappy, I'm just a little race car. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's one for the bank. Played this for February Game Club, but sadly it was unobtainable due to EA failing to put out daily challenges. Cough. Thanks Ryan. Cough. I've never been platinum blocked by a trophy with a 75% plus rarity. A real shame as it was actually a really good racer with an interesting day-night mechanic. But, and I can't believe I'm saying this, credit to EA as they did come through and started putting out daily challenges again. So for real this time, thanks Ryan. Ninja is unable to play this game as Ninja was unfairly blacklisted by EA Justice for
What
Ninja.
is going on? I don't understand.
Oh wow. Operation Tango. I went into this fairly average with this. Try again. Oh, back in the room.
Still excited.
I went into this with fairly average expectations. Played this with my fellow sweetie connoisseur, the sexy poor, and boy oh boy, this far exceeded my expectations. It's such a great co-op experience, and I'm looking to play more games like this. We played this legit and didn't share screen at any point, and had an absolute blast by doing so. Ninja played a similar game with Rushy. We were here, but Ninja cheated and used share screen. Shame on you, Ninja.
I don't understand.
Oh wow. House Flip 100%. This game needs to quit it with the DLC now. There's a sequel. Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, please. Frozen District. Free. What? Hang on. Try that. Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, please. Frozen District. Okay. DLC went on a small sale. My head completely fell off, and I had to grab it as other DLCs had previously not been on sale for over a year, and I'm not having this keep my completion percentage down anymore. Pretty easy DLC compared to some of the others. Ninja has bought this, so Ninja will be cleaning this up again soon as well. Anyway, that's it from me for March. I imagine next month will be a quiet month as per usual, as I'm working on Platinum 200 and will not be rushing it. I'll be savouring every sweet moment of the remake of my favourite childhood game. You'll love to see it.
Are they doing it so that you keep saying Ninja's name? You've had to do it so you could say Ninja's name because he wants the trophy. Is it that?
Could be.
Keep saying Ninja.
Was there 25?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just say it a couple more times. Did
Well,
you have to say J Ninja rather than just Ninja?
Do I do that in case that's what it's for?
Yeah.
J Ninja, 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 J Ninja. J Ninja, 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 J Ninja.
5 more.
J Ninja, J Ninja, J Ninja, J Ninja, J Ninja. There you go. In case that's what it's for. I might have just wasted 15-20 seconds of my life, but things we do, right, for badges. Remember, those who go to bed with an itchy bum wake up with a stinky finger. Craig, stop it. Much love.
Oh dear.
Oh wow, fantastic. And yeah, really solid month as well, to be fair, bud. Yeah, I love that. That's fantastic. Right, finally you can do one.
Who's this?
While I compose myself.
Is this Rushy?
No, Rushy's
No.
Lala. This is Ninja.
Ninja. Honestly, stop it! Another poor month for me, sadly. Got my work cut out for me if I'm wanting to meet my goals for the year. Power Wash Simulator did the new Wallace and Gromit DLC, was amazing as always. Next DLC when? Also sequel hype. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, so here's a bit of a J-Rocker bromance lore for you all. Everyone is well aware of Rushy ditching me and Leon on Outriders, but I bet you didn't know that. That wasn't his first offence. We planned to do this trophy together way back in 22, however he ditched me to get the plat for himself and left me in the dirt. So yeah, he's guilty of ditching people not once but twice. Power Wash Simulator PS5, once again, did the new DLC with my friend who didn't like the game. Win-win for us both, and that's both stacks to 100% for me. Next DLC when? Sequel hype. Deathloop. Got the game on release as it looked cool, however I quickly realised how much I hated it. Every single window, door, gate, safe, keypad, terminal, etc. needed a code. No problem. You can just Google the code, right? That's where you're wrong, my friend, because some absolute anti-fun idiot decided it was a good idea to make the codes randomly generated per save, so you can't Google them. So you track a quest for one of the visionaries, come across a door you need the code for, track the quest for the code, get part way and find you need another code, track the quest for that part, you get the picture. I watched a retrospective on the game last year. In it, they mentioned accessibility options, so I decided to come back. And with them options, the game was way more fun now, so I can actually recommend the game. But did enjoy cleaning up the plat, 100% for it.
Nice.
Astrobot. Last of the new DLC levels finally released, so return to the game to get the list cleaned up again. Still a great game, always a joy to return to. Fully deserved game of the year. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. So Rushy's infidelity aside, I hated the game at first but grew to like it. Really interesting use of the R6 operators. We all know and love, as well as the mechanics from Siege. Great tactical team shooter, but also well balanced for solo play, which is a rarity. Although the leveling grind can be a bit of a pain, it was nothing outrageous. There's certainly far worse grinds out there.
Fantastic. Yeah, great little month.
Nice.
So we've got Rushy up next. La. Rive, backlog. While this game was pretty tough and definitely high difficulty than the guide said, some areas you just need pure luck to get through. Super happy to have got this over the line though. NFS Heat, huge thanks to Ryan for letting us know EA fixed their daily challenge issue. Credit where credit is due to EA, now just need Unbound for all NFS plats that are obtainable. In Space We Brawl, bought this a few months ago due to my joke of catching Stephen on Ultra Rares, and safe to say the game, as he warned me, absolutely sucked and was a boring grind to do. Saints Row 3, PS3 cleanup. So cleaned up to grab the plat last year, and a little Leon at the time told me the DLC is on the full package disc, so picked that up at the start of the year and got the full 100%. The best DLC was obviously Genki. Nice. Golf with Friends clean up, another DLC released, another down, please no more. Oh, very, very good. Love that, Rushy.
Who's this?
Void.
Hi, Void. So March was a pretty solid month for me, playing a lot of stuff, got yelled at by Rushy
Yeah.
for playing a lot of stuff, and even managed to finish some games. So 100% on Ghost of Tsushima, cleaned up the Legends DLC and New Game Plus. It's been a long time coming. My original playthrough of the game was such a great experience, and Legends mode is surprisingly good for a multiplayer mode chucked into a single player game. What did let down the experience was New Game Plus. It doesn't really hit as hard as the second time around, and I felt like more like padding than anything else. Platinum Murdered Soul Suspect, fun little game that I picked up on sale. The concept is stronger than the execution, playing as the ghost of a detective trying to solve his own murder, but still an enjoyable time. Would recommend using a guide, as there are an absurd amount of collectibles for such a short game. And then Operation Tango, a game suggested to me by Craig. Did not expect to like this as much as we did. One of the best co-op experiences I've had, and I'm now looking to play more of this style of game. The game requires 2 playthroughs, one with each role, and we storm through our second run in an evening. While it could be beat quickly with a guide, please don't. You'd be robbing yourself of what has been one of the most enjoyable games played this year. Dredge, stop reading this and play the game, just do it, thank me later. Assassin's Creed Shadows, I started the month with Samurai Epic and finished the same. This game was a surprise to me. Leading to the release, I didn't even think I would buy it, but then a handy tax rebate coupled with some time out of the office gave me the funds and free time to dig into something new. I never cared about the controversy surrounding the game. I mean, if you play Assassin's Creed for historical accuracy and this is the first game in the series you take issue with, then your love of history ain't that great. Could go on about how great the gameplay, story, characters and settings are, but all I'll say on this is it's so good that me and Ninja actually agreed on something. If you don't want to fork out the money straight away, fair enough, but when this game goes on sale, like all Ubisoft games do, it's worth a go. Hopefully for my bank account's sake, next month will be a backlog clean-up month. Keep on smashing out those Plateau Legends, and never forget, justice for Ninja, bring it 2024. What is going on?
I have no idea. Absolutely crazy. So up next then we've got Alex. Alright folks, 9 plats and 1 DLC cleanup. So we've got Need for Speed Payback. Was a bit annoyed about not getting Need for Speed Heat at the time, so straight to this one was all right, nothing special. Resistance Burning Skies, not a bad spin off to the series. Playing on Vita felt weird at first, but it wasn't too bad once you got used to it. Thanks Bud for the help online. Pox Nora, I only played it because it had tons of ultra rares, but I didn't enjoy it. Anything that has turn-based RPG mechanics is a no from me. 100% on Astrobot, more added DLC. Had to go out of my way to beat most times off my friends list, sorry if you were one of them. Need for Speed Heat. Rushy kept blaming me like I worked for a year. That daily challenge just wouldn't show up. Finally they brought the daily challenges back, so I was on it straight away. Also thank you to Stephen for getting me and your crew to save me time. Need for Speed Rivals, a short game, reminds me of NFS Hot Pursuit, but with open world to explore. Thanks but again for the help online. We've also got Resistance Retribution. PSP port controls felt weird. Luckily trophies are just completing the game. Just wanted to finish Resistance series, which are obtainable. Nice. Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Another PSP port, probably the worst one in the series. Checkpoint system, awful. Luckily there's a rewind system. Probably would be the hardest game in the series. We've got Ratchet Deadlocked. As I lost my badge for Ratchet and Clank series, I had to get it back by doing this one. I did enjoy it. It was a fun game, but I had trouble with my internet when streaming it, so could have got it done a bit quicker. Prototype 2 was way easier than first. Feels more polished gameplay wise. Glad to finish, and it was part of Ray's Gauntlet badge. Nice. Also great game. Great games on EFC 25 Platinum Jangus. I'll find a way to stop Darwin Núñez. Good luck everyone for next month. Yeah, I wish Darwin was that good in real life. I really do. He's a little bit broken on the game, but yeah, our games were class, Ryan. I really enjoyed them. Yeah, fantastic month that. To be fair, very, very solid, bud. Love to see it.
So up next we've got, I don't know, some random pleb.
Some random pleb, yeah.
5 platinums and 100% this month. Mostly a scramble to try and get as many of the Full House cards completed. Mortal Kombat 11, love a good Mortal Kombat game, and this didn't disappoint. Happy to do it and it counted towards the Leaving PS Plus badge. Mini Metro, really fun puzzle game about delivering passengers using trains. Love me some trains. Child of Light, really fun little RPG and a beautiful art style, done to fulfill a couple of different Full House squares. Journey to the Savage Planet, quirky little space game played entirely with Gen, and we're going back to do the DLC at some point. High on Life, little deviation to get the Game Club game done, quirky little shooter, and I enjoyed the humour, but the glitchy forum trophy really ruined the overall experience for me. Corn and Exiles, done entirely to fill out about 10 squares of the Full House. I did do most of it using the admin commands, but I did have to patch it down to a different version to get several trophies and managed to squeak it in right at the end. Good luck for it, bro. Very nice.
Very, very nice and random pleb. Love that. So we have Ray up next. Had an overall strong month with some cleanups. Yet another Zombie Defense HD was one of those cleanups. Short game that isn't good at all, but I started it for a challenge, I think. Astrobot finally back to 100% for now with those DLCs being finished. Goated game. Multiverses on the PS5 since I have the PS4 one done. This is a lot faster than what I remembered. Shame Warner Brothers dropped the ball. Street Fighter 5 is the big one this month, rated as a 10 on PSMP and is very grindy for the in-game currency. You need 300 ranked wins and to reach gold online. I'll play Street Fighter 6 and 4 down the line but need some more cleanups. Very, very impressive, love that one. Warhammer Space Marine 2 is a game I'm surprised was not nominated for Game of the Year due to how insanely fun it is. There were no dull moments in this and the combat is amazing. Gonna miss this one. Very, very nice, Ray. Yeah, really, really solid month, bud. I like it. Nice couple of ultra rares in there as well. Yeah, that Street Fighter 5 is unbelievable. Very good as always.
And then we have Vigilant Crow. Hope everyone had a good month. Looking forward to see what we've all been playing. 3 plats this month for me. Niflheim, very low budget indie when you're building up equipment by killing enemies and picking plants with an end goal of tackling dungeon bosses. Titanfall 2, extremely overrated FPS that was too scared to commit to being either a mech fighter or a COD alone with Mirror's Edge movements sprinkled in.
COD clone.
Clone.
That's what happens
it's all blending together.
Yeah, these videos are so long you forget how to read.
Hotline Miami, weird twin shooter where you wear an animal mask and try shooting up Russian mobsters. See you all in April.
I like it.
Nice.
Very nice Crow as always. Love that, bud. So we've got Mystical Link next. Very slow month for me. Only did the newest Astrobot DLC. Just as I was saying, we can't read. I'll prove it again. Plus Forspoken Platinum and DLC. Astrobot was more of the same, as in more epicness. Forspoken was okay, pretty mid, not epic, but not as bad as people make it out to be either. All in all, I'm glad I played it. Nice. I like that.
And we've got Chimes!
Chimes!
Hardly anything this month, just 100% cleanup. Astrobot Vicious Void DLC, just more speedrun levels, nothing amazing. Just hope they release some actual DLC to explore instead of these weekly levels. Hopefully next month will be better, and also well done to everyone this month.
Very nice Chimes, as always. Love that. So we've got Jugi up next. I've probably not pronounced it. Jugi? Who knows? Maybe you could let me know. Pretty stacked month for me. Finally got 100% on Rocket League. Finished God of War 3 Remastered. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. We've also got LSW2 PS4 Choo Choo Charles. 18th fastest achiever on it. Getting close to 100% on FF7 Remake for the second time. Yeah, very, very good that. I like it. God of War Ragnarok 100%. Toy Story 2 and Lego Brick Tales PS4. Awesome. Love that. Very, very good month indeed. And obviously, I love the Final Fantasy stuff. that Vice fight. Oh dear me, it was horrible. Didn't enjoy that.
Alright, and then we move on to Apocalypse. Another month of cleanup for me. Only one DLC on plat this time. DLC Resident Evil 7. Quite a few different things going on in this DLC, from mini games to extra story bits and survival. I ended up enjoying how it was broken up, and each day I could jump in and play something different and hop out. And then Platinum Medal of Honor's Frontline. This was a good PS2 game. It is not a good game to play in 2025. Everything about this game is archaic now, even if you forgive the graphics because it's old. Can't forgive the controls of the gunplay. The bullets hit wrench that do no damage. I've played worse games for ultra rare shooter, but I don't recommend anyone play this.
Yeah, it was obviously great back then, but
Yeah.
compared to what we have now, it'll not feel great. No, great month though, Stephen. Love that. So we've got Bellasaurus up next. March consisted of several cleanups to Platinum and some new amazing games. God of War collectible cleanup and Valkyries. It was a challenge. The First Descendant, an event, gave the RNG grindy materials needed for the Platinum. Stray, Zorks were almost as bad as the Valkyries, collectibles and a lot of running. Hogwarts Legacy, mostly completed 2 years ago, did last play through to the map chamber. And then we've got Atelier Riser 3, if I've said that right, confused, but finally mastered the alchemy. We've got a Cuisineer, super cute art style, unfortunately overshadowed by other games this month. Monster Hunter Wilds, my first Monster Hunter, and I was hooked at launch. A few more for Platinum, but crowns are done. Also, these are games where it's still kind of ongoing, I understand now. Atelier Yumiya, I've really enjoyed this. 10 out of 10 so far, very different from the third one. And then Code Vein, been avoiding this one for 2 years, but finally started it, loving it so far. Yeah, very, very good month. So yeah, we can see from the picture there, the Platinums, the ones that are work in progress. Awesome. Very, very good.
And then we have Exotic Shooter. Happy April, everyone. Everyone in the server smashed it through March as usual. Love to see it. I've had a very enjoyable month this month with 3 Platinums again, which is my monthly goal. Only got the third done with 3 minutes to spare. The best part of the month has been jumping online with Platinum Jangus, Hacks, Craig and Josh. And a few others which I can't remember because of all of the name changes. So we've got 76 High on Life, really enjoyable game and definitely something different. Had a lot of fun with this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection, nice easy game and trophy list. The arcade style game mode was fun just for the nostalgia. And then Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I've played this one with one of my close friends and again had a lot of fun with it. A lot of this is quite grindy after the story's completed. Definitely took up most of the time through the month, but happened to get it over the line to add this to the monthly. Happy hunting, everyone. Sorry for all the waffling.
Oh, very good, Ryan.
Nice.
Great little month. Love it. Fantastic. So we've got Black Phantom up next. After a platless February, March was a bit better in a way, smashing 3 plats and a 100%. So we've got Red Dead on the PS3, 14-year cleanup. Wow, picked it up again this past summer after playing only a few missions way back when it came out. The story and the soundtrack was great. Gameplay was a bit meh due to it being a Rockstar game, but overall a nice experience and definitely one of the best games in its generation. The multiplayer was a pain, but luckily I encountered a glitch that got me instantly to max level and finished the plat journey with a bang. Pun intended, I like it. So we've got Vampire up next. A very good storytelling game set in London's 1918 era where you play as a doctor who also happens to be a vampire. No shit, Sherlock. And you try to find out what caused the vampire outbreak. Story was very interesting and I liked the whole vampire setting, but unfortunately the combat was a bit meh at times because the attacks were super slow and couldn't connect your combo properly. Also, a big plus is that there's also a sweet glitch that makes you invincible that helped a lot on the boss fights. Nice. And Phantom did add the no shit Sherlock, by the way, just for anyone who's not watching the screen and is only listening. That wasn't from me. I wasn't being an ass. I like it. No, very good. Ratchet and Clank 2 going commando. This game brought back so many memories from when I was a kid. Playing this on PS2, a classic Ratchet and Clank game with loads of different weapons and whole new galaxies to explore, just like how we learned to love the franchise throughout the years. Interaction isn't explicit. This tutorial type of game is a short and interesting game that lets you see a developer's perspective on how they think and process on making certain aspects of a game. Totally recommend it. As always, everyone smashed it, and I hope we keep seeing awesome stuff from everyone. As our king always says, keep on keeping. I like it. Keep on keeping on. Love it. Very nice month. Very nice. Wow, same time. I love that Phantom. Well done, bud.
And then we've got Bartek. Happy April, everyone. My month was really good, really proud. Let's break it down together. 100% on World War II?
Yeah, COD World War II.
Okay. Finally, all trophies are done. Great game and lots of ultra rare trophies. Then 2 platinums on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. Really boring monthly game, but hey, at least 3 trophies for me. And then 100% on Journey, finally done, took me way too long, cool game, but those online trophies suck. Platinum Division 2, 1 more trophy to go for 100%. Well, this game is so much better than the first Division game. It's so much fun when you do it with your crew, lots of funny moments together while playing. Platinum in Animal Well, another OMG, another great indie game that will be deleted from PS Extra. I had so much fun with it, recommend to anyone. Platinum Multiversus on the PS5, well, another game that will be closed soon enough in May. Easy, ultra rare plat.
Very nice. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Platinum Tales of Kenzira Zhao. So much fun. Probably the best indie game I played this year so far. Really good game. Recommend once again. I love all these indie games. I like that. Platinum My Friend Pedro. Finally finished all of my S ranks. Nice ultra rare and good challenge to get it done. Frustrating at times, but at the end the plat counts and I did it. 100% Death Note, another DLC clean up with my boosting army. Platinum Paladins, another online game that was for a while on my list to play and I finally finished it. It was an okay experience. You play against bots and it's just boring grind. Happy to have it on my list. My word. Platinum Genie Reprise. Fun little story game with a really simple platinum. You have to finish the game and the plat will be yours. Easy, right? And the game still hasn't 100% completion. It was the starting game of my new run of indies that I will plat. Platinum Stormboy, another quick and easy one. I liked it. Let's get more of the indie games done in April. Happy hunting everyone and see you soon. Special mention to Dauntless. There is one unobtainable trophy and managed to get 40 trophies and the game will close in May. Well, 89% is better than the 3%, I guess.
That's a shame.
I like all the little indies going on there. That's cute. I like it.
Very, very good month that.
Nice.
Bartek, yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, really good month, bud. So we've got Zoltan up next, 2 platinums and 1 DLC clean up in March. So we've got Rage plus the Scorchers DLC, yet another 11-year platinum. Absolutely love this game. The story is nothing special, but the gameplay is so much fun. Reminded me of that Mad Max game on PS4. 100% Astrobot Fisher's Void DLC, quick little weekly cleanup. Makes me wonder how long they're going to continue releasing DLC. And then we've got Split Fiction. I think at this point Hazelight has become the definitive studio for co-op games. While I do prefer It Takes Two, this game is a must play in my opinion. Very, very nice. Yeah, great month, Zoltan. Love that.
And we have Richard Butler, brilliant month as always from everyone. Everything I did this month was finished of my full house target, which I met on to the next one. So Zombieland, Double Tap Road Trip, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Child of Light, High on Life, Hitman Go and Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Yeah, still working on Jedi Fallen.
Oh, sorry.
Obviously we're further on in time since you last popped a trophy, so you may well...
I didn't look at the plan, to be
yeah,
fair.
you may well have that done now. Yeah, look forward to seeing what you post for April's. Very good. So we've got the up next. I didn't touch the console for 5 weeks, too much to do and too little time to play, and that's why I finished 2 PS4 stacks from my favourite series last weekend. So we've got Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, a good spin-off of the series. Sure, it has its problems, but I still had fun after all these years. And then we've got Secret Agent Clank. If the story only focused on Clank being a secret agent and build more upon it, then it would have been great, but too much variety, like Quark, Gadget Boots, yeah, and special kills the game for some of the fans, plus rhythm sections not synced to music. Still liked it though. Did the PS5 versions last year, but played these normally because auto pop is not the way. Only ones remaining are the Vita platform PS2 and one PS3 game, which I won't buy to play the same games. Because of the duties, next session will be on Easter for me. Happy hunting in April, everyone. Awesome. No, I love that. And loads of people levelling up as well, I've noticed.
Yeah. We've got John Zia, officially addicted.
Oh, it's Elder Scrolls Online, isn't it?
Yeah, but that... Oh, right, okay. So they got 100% in Valorant, and then they've been
addicted to ESO. Yeah.
Scrolls Online.
I can't remember the time, but it's hundreds of hours apparently. The platinum.
174 trophies.
It's a long one. Yeah, it's a long one. So we've got Dazafet up next. 7 platinums for me this month. Got 2 stacks of Heavenly Bodies, fun ragdoll mechanics, puzzle game, set in space with Newtonian physics to simulate weightlessness in a vacuum, making it even harder to move around. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, really great follow-up to the 2019 Modern Warfare remake and bringing back the iconic SAS characters of Price, Soap, Ghost and Gaz as they try to stop terrorists from launching nuclear missiles. Why am I speaking American? Pumpkin Jack, fun 3D platformer in the same style of those classic PS1 games like Crash Bandicoot. We've got Mining Mechs, nice and chilled mining simulator with a surprising plot twist at the end of the story. Oh, there's more twists. The Wolf Among Us, Telltale, point and click adventure with a great story based around a variety of different fairy tale characters and mythical creatures. We've got Mothman 1966, first game in let's try that again. First game in what is known as the Pixel Pulp trilogy. I like it. Retro art style visual novel that includes a bunch of mini games and puzzles to also play and solve. Awesome. 100% also for High in Life is showing on the screen. Shot, but it was a DLC cleanup to get the 100%. Games actively in progress. Aliens, Fight Team Elite, Dead Nation, and 2 stacks of COD Advanced Warfare. Yeah, really good month that. Dazafet, love it. Yeah, very good indeed.
And then we have Odd Chainsaw, first time posting to the monthly platinum, and while it's not the biggest haul for March, I'm still feeling pretty good about what I managed to complete. So Infamous 2, nice end off to Cole's story, the 2 playthroughs were fun and the quick UGC missions kept it from feeling like a grind, overall a satisfying platinum. Jack 10 Combat Racing, a fun spin-off of the Jack series. I was wary of the gold medal requirements but enjoyed it overall. Only one track gave me trouble, only had to restart a few times. Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. I love Batman, but the PS Vita version of Blackgate was a drag. Clunky controls and playing the story 3 times made it exhausting. Stick to the PS4 version for the platinum. Spyro the Dragon. After Blackgate, I needed something fun and light-hearted. Spyro was the perfect choice. It was a nostalgic platformer that let me relax and enjoy the game without worrying about tough challenges. Satisfying platinum with lots of nostalgic charm. 100% Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. I'd already done this as part of the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag DLC, so it wasn't much of a challenge. Unfortunately, I didn't notice that the trophy list was different from the PS4 DLC version. 100% Infamous Festival of Blood, a fun, short spin-off with Cole becoming vampire. The only downside was having to wait until the end of the game to complete the UGC missions, but overall it was an enjoyable completion. And then back to Platinums, Dexter, a great spin-off of that bridges the gap between Jack 1 and Jack 2. It was easy to complete with the PS4 Rewind feature. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I know this one got a lot of criticism. I had a great time with it. There were issues with inconsistent levelling and cheap final cutscene, but overall I enjoyed the game and it's fun.
Very nice. Yeah. Great first post as well. Love
Very
that.
Very good, yeah.
Oh,
another one.
Hello, Joel. So first time post here. Got 4 platinums in March and did some DLC cleanup too. We love Katamari. This is a super fun and quirky game where you roll objects onto a ball and then the ball gets progressively bigger. You start off rolling small objects like paper clips and biscuits, and then you end up rolling up skyscrapers and bridges. I'd already platted this game on the PS5 but decided to do it again on the PS4 because it's a short and easy game. I like that. One Piece World Seeker, this game was okay, only played it because I'm really getting back into the One Piece manga series. It's a pretty standard open world game and the combat was a bit janky, but it still had decent story and graphics. We've got Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, one of the best games in the Yakuza series, definitely has the best mini games in the series, and the combat is so much more refined compared to the previous one. Plus the characters are just so lovable, and exploring Hawaii is so amazing, stunning. Already platted this on PS5 when it first came out last year, but I wanted to do it again because I love the game so much. River City Girls, a super fun 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up with great pixel art graphics and an 8-bit soundtrack. You play as two high school girls who fight their entire town to get back their missing boyfriends. The humour in this game is very funny and it definitely has Scott Pilgrim vs. the World vibes. Sounds fun. And then 100% on Power Wash Sim and Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 DLC. Did the Wallace and Gromit Power Wash DLC and it was a cracking bit of additional content. The Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 one had an alien theme and was just okay. But yeah, awesome month, Joel, and yeah, great first post as well.
Nice.
Awesome.
And then we have Mr. Stubbs. Due to work commitments, I've been unable to game as much as I'd like, but in the last 4 months, I've managed to keep picking away at my difficulty challenge, which I started last year. My last update in January showed my 7 out of 10 difficulty being completed. Here's what we've achieved since then. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth 8 out of 10, obtained in February. I'm a massive FF fan, so was always going to enjoy this. Like most of the mini games, thought they were fun, loved everything about the game until we got to the brutal legendary VR missions. And these kicked my behind. I persevered and got to the stage where I only had the last legendary to go. I saved the game and turned off console to finish the next day on stream. Loaded up stream game and lo and behold my save file was corrupted.
Wow.
And had to go back and redo all the brutal legendary challenge again.
No
that
way.
was a tough day.
Oh my word! I remember how long they took me. So yeah, that's awful. That's awful, but so nice, Mr. Stubbs, to see that you've done it. Yeah. Love that.
And then we've got Crash Bandicoot, which is Crash Bandicoot 4, which is the 9 out of 10. I enjoyed this for the most part. Feels like the reverse levels didn't need to be there, just filler. Time trials were a pain, but very learnable. Very glad I never need to load Crash up again. So that leaves us with the current game, which will be my 10 out of 10 difficulty game and will be my 150th plat. Hopefully I can get it done this month. The plat will be mine. Oh, I wonder what that's going to be.
You even know now?
I do. Yeah. Wolfenstein to everyone on... Wolfenstein, I don't know, it doesn't even say Wolfenstein, it's because I was thinking about the game. It says congrats.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein to everyone on their plats. It's because I was thinking about the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
Congrats to everyone on their plats over the last few months. Work is back to normal now, so hopefully we'll get active somewhat in Discord.
That's brilliant. I like that. What, you just started replacing congrats with Wolfenstein everyday life now? Wolfenstein on your new job role. Oh wow.
Dear me.
I love it. So I think, yeah, I was just double checking. I do remember Jen was the last post. So yeah, last but certainly not least, we've got Jen. So just 4 easy platinums in March and clean up for both stacks of Power Wash Sim. Still feeling the burnout from Full House, but missed the event. It really pushed me to play games I don't usually play and gave me my monthly to play list. Now with my massive backlog, I'm back to having too much choice and nothing that grabs my attention. Just want to say thank you to everyone in the server for all the love and banter. Life has been really tough the last few months, but even reading your achievements keeps me above water. I appreciate you all. It's lovely. Yeah, we're always here, Jen, as well, always here. Special thanks to some random pleb for always carrying me in co-op games. I know you're going through things too, but even quietly playing alongside you is comforting, and I love hearing Mrs. Pleb in the background cussing out our games. Happy hunting all, and keep being your damn special selves. Oh, that's lovely, cute. Jen. Yeah, we're all here. We're all absolutely here. I can't even talk. We all absolutely are. If anyone ever wants to drop me a message, yeah, I'm right there. My inbox is always open for you
I mean,
guys.
I forget to check if I have messages, but I'm here too.
Yeah, honestly, no, like if anyone is going through any stuff, you absolutely shouldn't be doing that alone. You can message me anytime. If you want to play some games together, let me know. I love...
He abandons me often enough anyway.
Yeah, I love playing games with, you know, with different people and, you know, putting a voice to the names that we read out and things like that. So yeah, please drop me a message if you're going through anything. Absolutely would love to help you guys out. And that brings us to the end of the monthly Platinum Collection, which as always, everyone has shown us up.
Yep.
Made us two look really poor, so thank you for
I mean,
that.
I'm not very good, we know that.
It's nothing to do with ability, it's time. That's all it is. You don't really get much time at the minute. But yeah, honestly guys, you've absolutely killed it as usual. Been really good going through some of these. I'm really impressed, and we look forward to seeing what April brings. If of course you've enjoyed the video, we are really pushing to 1k now. As of recording this, we're literally 68 away, so would really appreciate the likes, the comments, subscribe if you haven't already.
Just go and pick up your family members, like tablets, phones, and just subscribe on their YouTube, because it's not going to do anything to them if they don't really go on YouTube. It's just going to help us out.
No, I'd really appreciate it, guys. Honestly, you don't realise how much it helps the channel when you engage with it. So yeah, absolutely love to see it. So whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.